Fashion Week Gibraltar highlights.
Oh, very happy indeed. I was very curious when they told me about Gibraltar Fashion Week and said, would you like to come and join us? Would you like to officially open it? And I immediately said yes, without thinking twice, because I know Reene Weston, who's organizing it. And obviously I've heard about Gibraltar. I've never been here before. So I immediately Googled it and got some information, and I was looking forward to it. And strangely, it's exactly how I expected it to be. People are very charming, people are very friendly. You still have like little remnants of colonization, which you can see. The rock, the monkeys, the seagulls. It's so pretty. I think it's very nice. I love the architecture as well, very old-fashioned. It's like going into a little. It's like going into a little area, which is like a combination between a town and a village in one little island. I just love it. It's gorgeous.
Is there anything in special that you're looking forward to this fashion week? Anything in particular?
Well, definitely Reene Weston's collection, which I am so looking forward to seeing. She's really good, and I really hope she makes menswear as well, so I can wear some of those pieces. Then there's Beata Guzinska, who's this Polish designer we discovered recently, whose menswear is going to be showcased at Gibraltar Fashion Week. And I'm also looking forward to the lingerie fashion show by Caprice. Lingerie fashion shows are amazing. I just love sitting in the front row and watching a lingerie fashion show. Always makes my day. It's one of the best things about fashion. Definitely meeting the press, meeting all the fashion people here in Gibraltar, all the designers who have come here, and I'm hoping to discover some new talent as well. So it's going to be very much work-oriented, but I love my job. So I'm here to work as much as have fun.
So this is Emmanuel Ray. He's a fashion presenter, fashion pundit from Langdon. And this is Angie Risso. She's a designer in Gibraltar, jewellery designer. And I'm Reene Weston, the organizer of Fashion Week and also designer. The highlights, I have to say, is Caprice. Caprice coming over because this is the first time I think she's ever been on a catwalk and been taken, I suppose, seriously, as a designer in her own right. So we're all very excited, that she's coming to Gibraltar and she will be exhibiting just like all designers do. And Angie here will be dressing all their models in jewellery. So Caprice will provide the lingerie and the swimwear, and Angie will provide the jewellery.
I'm so looking forward to that lingerie fashion show.
Why?
This is obvious. I didn't know about the jewellery bit, so you're going to be adorning them with jewellery. It's nice.
And she will actually be providing the jewellery for my show as well. This is like,
I can't wait to see your show.
Totally different. Totally different.
When is your show?
My show is on Saturday. The other highlight, actually, before I forget, is the fact that for the first time in Gibraltar, a 13-year-old will be walking the catwalk show.
A 13-year-old?
Oh, wow.
Male or female?
Female.
Okay.
A 13-year-old female, Gibraltarian girl. She's absolutely amazing, and she's so confident, and she's really, really looking forward to Fashion Week.
Are we allowed to know her name?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
We will reveal it. She's our secret. She will not, obviously, because of her age, she will not be modeling in any lingerie or swimwear. But she will definitely be fronting all the ready-to-wear clothing.
With regards to the casting call that you did for models a while back, can you tell us a bit how that went?
That went really well, actually. We were a little bit, disappointed in the sense that, on the day, in the sense that not so many people turned up. But there were other events actually that were happening at that particular day that we didn't know about. But after that, we got a lot of calls, from girls as well as, boys, who wanted to be part of Fashion Week. Actually, one of the girls came as a third princess for Miss Gibraltar. Christina Ainsworth. Christina Ainsworth is her name.
I've got Caress on it as well.
Yeah, so there was some girls who participated in Miss Gibraltar, who want to veer through this direction and be taken seriously as fashion models.
Will she be participating then? Will she be participating as a model in the show?
Yes.
Christina Ainsworth.
So yes.
And the other one that you mentioned?
Yes, another. What her name?
Yes.
Yes, Caress Summit.
Oh, thank you.
She was another contestant this year.
And how many models are you going to have in total?
We have loads of models. We decided to go for many models just because at last minute, things tend to happen. The boyfriend doesn't want you to participate. The parents have changed their minds that you can't go and model. Somebody's ill, so many things. So we decided we don't have any last minute panics. Let's just get so many models. We've got loads and loads of girls. I think we've got about maybe 25 girls, 25 models, and those are female models. And then we've got 6 male models because we've only got one line actually for males. And actually that line come from Emmanuel.
Oh, there's
yes, it comes from Emmanuel.
There's a good Guzinska, this amazing Polish designer we discovered at the Fashion Science show. And is it the Scottish tartan collection?
That's right, yes. So
it's a shame that we don't have more menswear. Maybe next time.
Next time in October we will see more menswear. And I'm so excited about Berta's collection just because it's very different and very Scottish actually, but quite contemporary, and it reminds me of Notting Hill.
Oh, nice. Have you seen the other collection of hers, the African Rose collection?
Yes, I have.
So
It's
stunning.
really, really good.
It's like the African man's robe. She's taken that and made it slimmer, like a slim fit one piece with kufi caps and then hoods. But it's all African prints except for the chest and the back, where you get Catholicism prints and illustrations. So Jesus Christ, the birth of Christ, Virgin Mary, all that stuff. So it's so interesting.
She's very, very modern.
Very cool.
Very forward-thinking. Yeah.
She's so hot she doesn't know it yet. She's very, very thrilled to be here, basically.
It's fantastic. We welcome you to Gibraltar.
It's so nice because I thought, because as you know, my work is all about discovering new ventures, new designers, new brands, new happenings in fashion. So apart from actually opening Gibraltar Fashion Week and doing all the interviews and all that stuff and the photos, I'm writing about this in my column, so it's going to appear in 10 publications, and I'm going to put it on all my press interviews because we have a lot of interviews coming up once I go back to London about Gibraltar Fashion Week and what happened. So all my followers, audience, readers, listeners, viewers, contacts, they want to know what happened. So that's when I paint a vivid picture.
Everyone, outside Gibraltar are very interested, in fashion in Gibraltar. I remember last week I was out in Spain, in Marbella, and they were like, Gibraltar? Fashion week in Gibraltar? And I was like, yes, Gibraltar has fashion week. So,
people are curious though. A lot of people asked me as well. They were like, oh really? But when? And some people said to me that they've always thought about Gibraltar as this little colonial style place where nothing much happens and everything's so laid back. Some people have this idea that it's a rock with something. It's so weird because they've never been here, but they've heard things. So the moment you mention fashion, and they all thrilled. They all want to know. They're curious to know why it's happening in Gibraltar. Why is it there? When is it happening? Can I come? We've had so many emails and calls.
There's so many artistic people in Gibraltar, to be honest, to be discovered, or just to be given a chance, so
It's an amazing job you're doing. Maybe you should do different fashion weeks in places where fashion week has never been held before. That's really amazing. And you can take Reene and Co. worldwide.
Well, That's an idea.
I have a few spots in mind, I'll tell you later.
Going from that, like, what's the participation been? What's the response been to the idea since you've been putting it together? How have you found it?
It has been a challenge. It's like I will only describe it as trying to climb Mount Everest, you know, but in the end you summit, you know. Obviously, you know, I come from like, you know, big cities like London, Milan and France, and everything's go, 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 go. And now I'm in a culture where, you know, people are a bit more relaxed. So to try and get them to move at the same pace as me, I've had to learn to like slow down, and this is how they do it in Gibraltar. So just try and embrace, you know, the difference in how you do things. And I've got to know, you know, fantastic people. I discovered fantastic, you know, Angie, she's an amazing person who's been there, you know, to help me out. Unfortunately, Jane's not here, but you know, she's another, you know, fantastic designer who will be showcasing her collection on Saturday, just right after my collection. So it's been really great. You know, I've met really, really good people.
Angie, how are you feeling about it?
Very excited.
Good.
Really
What are you
good.
looking forward to the most?
Just showing my collection. I think it's the best I've done so far.
Fantastic.
It's very different, it's very bold. Everything is not only different, but very different to every other page. You see what I mean? It's not like this is different, but they're all the same. I've got about 140 pieces that I've actually made for the you know, for this event.
And is there a predominant theme through the pieces?
No, mostly it's nature, but I won't give you any more.
The best inspiration. So it's like, I heard that no two pieces are the same,
No.
they're all different.
No way.
And you don't reproduce pieces, do you?
No.
So which means if you make something, that's just the one-off.
It's a one-off, and a lot of the time I couldn't possibly reproduce it, because you see, this, which is mine, I bought years ago, and I've made it into something. Now if I travel, when I travel quite a bit, I pick up interesting bits and pieces, and at the most I ever buy two,
Yes.
but usually buy one. So then you can't make two even if you want to, which is exactly what it's about.
What materials do you use?
Sorry?
What materials do you use?
I use mostly semi-precious stones, and then silver, sterling silver and handmade silver as well, which is more than the usual. Sterling silver is 925, this is from 970 to 999. I use copper as well. Copper goes well with the stones. So.
Do you use beads and seeds?
Sorry?
Beads and seeds as well? No. Beads or seeds?
Whatever, you know, it depends. You'll have to see it.
Okay.
And I have to say, it was very interesting to work with Angie for the jewellery that's going to be on my collection. I introduced a different concept to what she's used to. She was like looking at me, are you serious? And I was like, yes, Angie, this is how we're going to do it. So I'm excited about that too. I'm excited about that.
Because we did one for your catwalk.
Well, yes, for a photo shoot.
Yeah,
and that was quite different as well. Yeah.
So have the pieces been designed specifically for the outfits, or
Absolutely.
for the work? Yeah. Fantastic.
Reene, I wanted to ask you, do you think this show will be all reorganised annually now? Do you think you have a long-term view?
It is a long-term view. You know, I'm looking at it because actually we have got World Fashion Week, you know, who are actually going to be part of, you know, Fashion Gibraltar. And you see
In October?
In October, yes.
Well, Fashion Show.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, I'll have to come back.
Absolutely. If you do a good job, yes.
I always do.
Always do.
I will give you a season ticket.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah, that would be nice.
So the October one you see is going to be bigger, you know, there's going to be more designers, you know, coming into Gibraltar, and we might discover some more designers here in Gibraltar, you know. So this is a biannual event. The next edition will be from the 4th to the 6th of October, and then we follow it up again next year. But I think for Gibraltar, you know, our fashion week will always be in April, because we don't want to collide with, you know, other fashion weeks.
So it's the beginning of more to come then?
Exactly. I walk on Main Street quite a lot because I live in the town centre, so I see what people wear, you know, and every time I ask them, you know, sometimes I'll stop someone and I say, oh, that's nice, because I'm interested, okay? And sometimes it pains me when they say, oh, you know, I bought it from across, or I bought it from the UK, or I go to the UK and buy my suitcase loads of things, or I bought it from this designer, but it just makes it from home. And I thought, why not? You know, I saw an opportunity, and an opportunity that I saw wasn't just for me. I wanted to share, you know, what I actually saw, because I also know that there are some very, very artistic people that are very interesting here in Gibraltar.
A person from outside comes to Gibraltar, tells me about this fashion event, invites me to take part, and all of a sudden, you know, in 2.5 months, my whole art studio has become a working fashion atelier. I'm employing seamstresses, I'm working with fabrics, printing my own fabrics. It has been so exciting, and I have you to thank for.
And she's got boutiques.
Because I
already interested in carrying my brand. This is Jane Langdon, everyone.
Well, I can confirm now that my range will be on sale at the Oasis store in Main Street in Gibraltar.
It's the first franchise store to carry an independent brand.
Yeah, and I think this is very exciting and very relevant, because it shows that the big store, the big company, is all of a sudden really interested in Fashion Week Gibraltar and is already working with designers, and that is the proof of the pudding. What more can we want? So, well done, Reene, because it starts with you. I thank you for coming here and for moving all these artists and artisans to get together. There's an amazing amount of energy working. You know, I'm like, at the moment, I've been pricing everything, working round the clock, but the energy is just going round. I've got photographers in the atelier, models. It's very much the fashion scene before a collection, and it's very exciting for Gibraltar as a whole. So thank you.
As from when will it be going on sale?
As from tomorrow, there will be the first samples of a collection. They thought it was important to get them in during Fashion Week, because in a way it's Fashion Week that has provoked this. So I've been working round the clock to do a bit of everything, being able to be at the trade fair, have the catwalk event, and also deliver a small sample collection of what you will see on the catwalk on Saturday.
Emmanuel, you were saying earlier that people have this image of Gibraltar as being sort of colonial. And how have you been here before? And it's not. Is this your first time, or how did it come across to you?
It's my first time. I don't usually make up my mind based on anything what anyone says. I have to see and hear by myself. So I just went onto Wikipedia and read a bit about the history, and it seemed very fascinating. So as we arrived here, Gayatri, your assistant, came to see us, and she immediately, as we were being driven, she was like, oh, that flag was planted there by Hercules. And then she started telling us about the whole thing. And I was like, oh wow, and she told us about the monkeys and how they try to get into the hotels, and I just thought it was brilliant. How amazing would it be if I leave the door to my hotel suite open, and I would wake up with the monkey staring at me. I thought this is going to be really exciting. Yeah. So I thought, and I find it very, in a way, it reminds me of Sri Lanka. It reminds me of certain parts of Sri Lanka, which used to be kind of colonized in some way, you know, by someone. And it's different. It's changed now. It has its own government, but there are still little, you know, remaining bits of colonization, old architecture, or maybe a bit of people's attitudes. People are very relaxed here, very friendly. Everyone we've met has been very friendly and very charming. We had a few strangers talk to us in the airport and be very...
Which you don't get in London.
Lovely.
If a stranger talks to you, you're like, what do you want?
London, it only happens when they get drunk.
Yes.
Yeah, when people drink, people get very friendly in London. Which has its advantages, depending on what you're looking for. But, you know, I guess, and you know, in fashion, everybody drinks and smokes, and just more sometimes. So, yeah, so as soon as we came in, you know, it was very nice. It's like, weirdly, I actually feel like I'm home.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Part of England kind of thing.
Yeah, I just walked in and, you know, I didn't even pay attention to what the hotel management was saying because I just felt that I just knew what to do and where to go, and it was great. I'm definitely coming back because next time I'm going to come and see the whole place from a touristic point of view as well. Very, very thrilled to be here. My mother is also quite curious. She's like, "Are you going to Gibraltar?" I told her about everything and she's quite excited to know, and she just phoned me today and been on the phone for ages and she said, "I want you to tell me everything that happens." I said, "Yes, I will." So we are making a few YouTube videos so she can see what actually happens.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.